This is Fisherman's Resort. We're right below Wheeler Dam. We've got 52 acres of campsites. We have a mobile home park. We're right on the water. Seafood restaurant. Everybody likes to come here. Chad and JT has been staying here probably for around 5 years.
The first time these guys ever came to Fisherman's Resort, had no clue who they were.
This is a prank. This was a prank on me and them.
Some of their real good friends told me
that they were kind of like to be by themselves.
That they were just a little bit different.
That they were together and they liked their space. And we try to accommodate everybody. We've never had anybody that stayed here that we didn't get to know and really got to like. So I put them by themselves.
Oh.
You know where he put us? Up on top of the hill up there.
I put them on top of the hill, away from everything. No shade trees. They were by themselves.
In the bright sun. I didn't know. I was just trying to accommodate y'all.
Before that tournament was over, they came, JT came to me and he said, Wayne, he said,
next year, can you let us stay down there where everybody else stays?
Please, Wayne, can we stay down there?
Let us stay down there where everybody else stays.
And we graduated. We made it down here. We moved up in the world. We're down by the clubhouse now.
In the shade.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're kind of big time.
You know, when you was a kid and a circus came to town and it was elephants and tigers and giraffes, we've got bass boats in JT and Chad.
I don't know who picked up my truck. There's mud. The truck's clean, but the mirror is full of mud. Somebody drove my horse through the mud.
Well, it happens. Remember last time you
It's
drove
awful.
your own horse through the mud?
Yeah, but I can drive my own horse through the mud. I don't want somebody else driving my, look at this.
Well, you know what, Jake? Before they gave it to you, it wasn't yours.
Brand new, and now it's a muddy horse, diesel horse.
Fucking idiots.
How would I describe them?
These guys, this is how they are. This is not, they're not actors.
They're not paid actors. It's obvious they're not paid actors. That's how they are in real life. They're the same anytime you see them. It's a pleasure to be around them.
This is really how they are, yeah. You know, it's not, this is just them.
Idiot comedians would be a good description. That's my description of them.
We're natural idiots.
Right,
Yeah,
right. We don't try to be idiots.
Yeah, I was trying to say that
Nicely.
nicely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to say that nicely.
Mm-hmm. Well, it didn't work. I don't think I've ever been called an idiot from a redneck before, but.
I can't think of any other word that would describe them any better.
I got it. Jack, what's up, buddy? Hey, you know you're big time, Wayne. You're on the front page of the Shoals paper. How about that?
I mean, Wayne, that literally goes out to hundreds of people.
No! Look here, man.
I just hope I'm on there on the last day instead of the day before it starts.
Oh,
Yeah,
wait a
you
minute.
didn't catch that here.
I
No.
got something else to show you. Hang on just a second. I got something else. This was in the bank.
And you took it?
A tear-off. This is a tear-off.
Stole it from the bank.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Look at that.
Stop number 5 of the Walmart FLW Tour takes us to Florence, Alabama, to Pickwick Lake. It's summertime now on the TVA system, and that means one thing and one thing only, ledge fishing. For its size, Pickwick Lake actually fishes really small, which leads to a lot of crowding. When you have maybe 20 boats sitting on one school of fish and you didn't see those guys there in practice, things get kind of hot.
It's only that way on these Tennessee River ledge tournaments. It's the only way when this comes into play.
It's a spot that you're fishing.
Yeah, it's you think you're out in the middle of the lake, but it's a spot like as big as your boat. And there might be.
I mean, you don't think you're out in the middle of the lake. We know where we're at.
Oh yeah.
But
you're
if
fishing,
you're
you're
looking,
fishing an up current point, that the current's blowing on, and all the feeding fish are stacked right in one little spot, and if you don't get your bait right through that area the size of a boat, you're not going to get a bite, because they're not feeding over there by that car or over there. They're not. That's not where they're feeding. The dinner table's right here. And if you're not throwing right in there, and the guys that are smart, when you get a spot like that, you catch 4 or 5 out of it, and then you drift off and you keep throwing, but you're letting it rest. You're acting like you are still fishing, but you're not on it. And then you let it rest for 20 or 30 minutes, and then you, without either, your
That way no
co-angler
one-
doesn't even know you're doing it. But you ease on back up there to the, your waypoint. You throw up there and you catch 4 or 5 more out of it, and then you just let
Hey!
it off a trolling motor. And
Are we taking pictures of us? Thinks he owns the place.
He owns the place around here.
Andy's renamed everyone. He's calling everyone vultures now. He said someone else does the killing and they come in and eat everything.
Yeah.
Is this Sandy Morgan?
Yeah. Because he's seen it all week. He said he'd be fishing a spot and it may not even be anything that he's
Right.
fishing. And a boat would go by and he goes, watch how far they go till they shut down. And then every time they turn and come idle back towards him. Vultures.
Because you can look on your track line and know you're idling up that ledge, and then you still get, when you get 100 yards from him, you take off.
Yeah, because you can mark what he's on.
But then you can come back and
Keep
right
going.
there's where I saw it. Then you come right back to where you left off.
And when he's gone.
Right, and then you
I
can
know.
idle through.
He knows what they're doing.
Oh, I know.
That's why he's calling them vultures. It's the mentality of the new fishermen, the younger guys that haven't been doing it as long as we have. They just don't care.
Right.
Which that's what I told Andy. I go, you got to do it. And he goes, oh, I know. I hate to do it, but they don't hate to do it. They just do it. They just pull it. They don't even ask. He goes, I ask. I go, I ask.
One of these days I'm gonna cut Chad's fingers, but it's
Yeah.
not gonna be real bad.
I got 10 other ones. You're missing part of it.
Oh, gee whiz.
About got my thumb on that one.
Mm-hmm. Magic. Now you can go to the store and buy these for $6 a piece, or you can make them yourself for
Next to nothing.
about 20 cents probably.
That one's a long one. You can cut a little bit of that
That's
off.
what she said.
That's not what she said. She has never said that.
Never.
No.
Dang it.
I know her.
Right?
Almost need 2 guys to do it because you gotta hold it and pull it and cut it. Or if you had 3 hands.
I always wanted a third hand in the middle of my chest for dancing.
It's a
Thought
good
that
idea.
it would be.
That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
Why is that's not dumb at all? Actually, it would be It would actually make dancing entertaining.
I think you on the dance floor would be entertainment enough.
If
Look
I've
at the
ever-
ogre, everyone.
Being these next 2 events are taking place on TVA lakes or Tennessee River impoundments in the summertime, they really set up for Chad and JT to do well. And the question really is, can Chad and JT turn around what's been a dismal season thus far, starting at Pickwick?
I'm not going for points anymore. And sometimes you try to fish for points and you don't do the right, you're like trying to be conservative and then that backfires and I may not get on a spot and I may suck, but at least I already know that I've got nothing to lose and everything to gain, so we'll find out tomorrow afternoon, 3 o'clock. Actually at 4:30 or whenever I weigh in because I'm the last flight. How convenient is that? I think I had a really early boat draw early in the year, didn't have anywhere to go. You have a place to go. About 140. Whatever. I'm not worried about it. I'm not going to lose any sleep over it.
Okay. 3/4 ounce jig that I pour myself. Take one of our little mop jig skirts that we just made. As such, take a Gambler Mega Daddy. Slide it up on there like that. all that living rubber comes apart and that trailer sticks up. And that living rubber really undulates kind of like this when it's on the bottom. It's not my very favorite bait on the Tennessee River, but it'll certainly catch some good ones sometimes. And it's a situational thing too. Like, I've never really done really great on these big mop jigs anywhere but the Tennessee River in the summertime.
The monster swimmer that weighs 4 pounds. Look at that thing. I think it's 2.5 ounces. It's a solid hunk of lead underneath there. Whoa, 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 whoa. Sure is fun when they bite it though.
First cast tomorrow, 8-inch swim bait. Boom. Going big or going home. Hopefully I'm not going home.
Chad Grigsby, good to see you, sir. As always, man, one of the Keystones like protein. Guy when he gets on the road can make a lot of cuts in a hurry. 3 fish here, you made a top 10 right down the way here at Wheeler a couple years ago. This one's fishing a little bit different. 3 bass will get you in the game at 6-4, Chad.
At the end of day one, Chad finds himself in a very bad spot down in 138th place.
You know, I didn't have a very good day, obviously. Started out in a spot, and started out 2 boats, and then 3 boats, and then 4 boats, and then, you know, it became a regular cluster Uno. You know, it's just one of those deals, and then you're not on the sweet spot, and there's other guys that aren't on the sweet spot, and they're still catching a few, and, you know, I couldn't really get on it, and I was hoping for an afternoon bite. They turned the water on, and it didn't happen because Hurricane Alabama came through. I don't know what it was. They said there was a small tornado or something. I don't know, but I know it hailed on us for about 10 minutes. That was very exciting. Had about, you know, 1/4 inch of hail on the front of the boat. It was fun. It's just, that's the way the year's been. Just whatever could go wrong goes wrong for some reason. I don't know. It just hasn't been going well, and, you know, they just got to turn it around tomorrow, and we still got another day. I have a big sack tomorrow.
JT Kenney, Palm Bay Forest, Straight Talk Wireless Pro 5 today, JT, 5 fish.
Day one on Pickwick for JT wasn't actually that bad.
16 pounds, 6 ounces, 16.6, 37th place. Good start to day one.
Hey, yeah, I guess it is all right, but that's not what I was looking for. You know, I love coming to these Tennessee River Lakes, ledge fishing, and, you know, I caught a pile of fish today, just not the right one, so hopefully I can turn it around tomorrow.
He sits in 38th place and is in pretty good position to make a move up the leaderboard.
Every once in a while you get one of these, you just gotta sit there and hold it forever till the glue dries, and this is one of them, and I'm not in the mood. I'm wet, tired, done. And it still didn't stick. You gotta be kidding me. God. The great news is they're like $4 a piece. That's a catastrophe. The day's getting worse. Now I got a foamy beer. Like after being on the water all day long, this is really what I want to do, is come back here and rig these stupid swim baits because it's the only thing that these fish will bite.
This week, I have not caught one on a crankbait. Not one.
Piece of
Oh, split it, huh? That's $3 down the drain.
This is the second one I've run.
You're overdoing them. Be gentle. Don't stop overdoing it. You're muscling them a little too hard. Take it.
Gets my ass height.
Take it easy. Those are like cracked bass fishermen. You can't keep doing that.
I know.
What I hate, 3 out of 5 swim, and then you get 2 that, you just might as well throw like $2. I'd have more fun just like burning $2 than just having a swim bait that doesn't swim right, that you paid $2 a piece for.
Yeah.
Oh, don't muscle it. Don't. That's a beauty, Clark.
I won.
That's
just how it's supposed
top notch.
That is. If you get it right, then fall off. That's why I do all that extra work, because when it's all tore up, but it's still on there.
Hopes were high for Chad and JT at the beginning of this event, but after day 2, both of them saw a drop down the leaderboard, with JT settling in 67th place and earned himself a $4,000 check. Meanwhile, Chad dropped all the way down to 149th and took home a whole lot of nothing.
I don't even know how to catch bass anymore.
They didn't bite.
Evidently.
The only thing that I do get to look forward to this evening is calls from home. What happened? Why didn't you catch him? I didn't feel like paying any bills. I gave up.
You quit, didn't you?
Hell with it. I quit it, and I didn't have anything. I quit at 9 o'clock. You pound and pound and pound, do everything you can do. Oh, and I'm sure right away it'll be, well, you're not going to make the cup now, are you? Oh, really? No shit.
With finishes like this, the guys not only dropped on the leaderboard, but they also fell a lot in the standings to qualify for the Forestwood Cup. And in a year that seems to keep adding to the pile of, I bet they're probably attracting some flies by now.
You got a lot of flies in here.
Where the hell did they all come from?
You guys probably have something dead in here, I'd say.
He's right there, Jake. Where? Oh. He went around the corner. He's coming back. He's coming back.
That's it. I'm going in. There's 4 right there.
Get him. He's right there. Got him. He dead.
I don't know what it is, but we're gonna need it.
Talking about Hackney. Hack. Attack!
Give me some skin.
After cracking over 31 pounds on the second day, Greg Hackney took the lead and never looked back.
Yeah, it's a big one.
Hackney wins. And I want to say, like, let's talking about Hack Attack.
Don't let that get away.
Sucker! He won the tournament in a somewhat unconventional manner, in a way that no one really saw coming. He was fishing up shallow. But that's not to say the ledges weren't on fire, because on day 4, Ayler was cracking them.
Oh my goodness.
Lambert was catching some good ones.
That's a good one, huh?
That changed the game.
Michael Neal was catching tons of fish.
Come here, fish. Yes, sir.
It was pretty much a slugfest out there.
Yes, sir.
Piles of fish that Chad and JT never got to experience because having not made the top 20 cut, they spent their days 3 and 4 signing autographs and meeting fans at the FLW Expo.
How you doing? Here you go.
You gotta put to my biggest fan.
Oh yeah.
He gets really upset if you use it to clean up crawfish guts and stuff.
I've heard.
Yeah,
What?
he
When
gets
did
upset.
that happen?
But wasn't that you?
Nah, that's JT. That's his biggest fan.
Yeah, JT is my biggest fan, I think.
Now, the cool thing about going to Pickwick Lake or places like it where we don't travel to often for the tour is not only seeing the excitement from the anglers to get to travel to a different body of water, but also seeing how excited the fans get when a major tournament operation rolls into their town.
The whole bottom line on FLW here at Fisherman's Resort, we appreciate them coming. This whole Tri-Cities area, Florence, Muscle Shoals, Tuscumbia, Sheffield, Rogersville, everybody in this area appreciates the FLW coming. I sincerely appreciate them. We're proud to have them here. We're proud to have them at our campground, and people don't realize what kind of revenue the FLW brings into an area as a whole when they come. And anytime, if you get a chance to bring the FLW to your town, you need to do it. It's a worthwhile thing. They're good people, and we appreciate everything they do for us.
So apparently, JT Kenney had misplaced one of his cards in mine.
To my biggest fan. That was
That's
awful
nice.
nice of him to bring that card. I was gonna frame this.
How would you scoop all this up if it was in a frame?
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to do that.
in there.
Leave it right
There we go.
down in there.
I asked him about it. He said he lost it somewhere at dinner, and I don't know where. So I figured he'd give him a couple extra here to remember me by, just so in case he loses another card. Let's see where we can hide all this stuff. Right here. He'll notice those. Maybe he needs to get some diesel. Let's put some cards in there. Where else would JT be needing cards, possibly? Is this thing open? Yeah, we'll slide a couple in there. Couple in there. What else? Should I put some in the live well? Put some back here. Next JT. They're all autographed, by the way, just in case. If you need an autographed Casey Martin card, see JT Kenney. He'll have a couple for you. We'll be finding them for days. That's that girl in the car. That girl came up to me at the expo yesterday. What's she doing? Is she stalking me? I think that girl's I'm pretty sure. Strange. All right, where else? All right. JT, you need a dip. We'll put the card down there. That's about it. I don't want to set off his alarm, so should we get on it? Let's go for a ride here. Look at me, I'm JT Kenney. I don't give a damn about anything. I'm God's gift to bass fishing. We're not going to the museum this year. No museums for us. I copied Casey's haircut. I was cool last year. I had long hair and I saw Casey had short hair. I decided to go short hair this year for the show. Let's go fry some fish. Again, JT Kenney, guys. I don't give a damn.
You want me to talk straight now? Talk good?
Talk good.
Talk good. Tiffany, call me. We're ready to eat. 50 cal, Lee, we're ready to be.
We're ready.